with a lovely cup of coffee. Welcome along to the James Neil Cooper Show. And yes, I have changed the name a little bit. I've taken the word channel out. And without further ado, let's get on with it. In recent days, there hasn't been much news about the floods in the north of China. There hasn't been much news about the droughts in central and western China, but there has been some state propaganda towards the West on Twitter related to the marvellous hydropower. Can I do marvellous with bunny rabbit ears? Of how everything is okay. Sort of giving propaganda to not the true situation in China. So let's go to the largest hydropower dam near enough in the world, the Three Gorges Dam. Now, at the end of this video, or towards the end of the video, I do have a snippet of what I showed this morning on this channel, and I'll put a link in the description and also in the pinned comment. But the levels of the Three Gorges Reservoir, Kutan is at 163.41, so that's gone down. Yingchang, which is 40 kilometers away from the Three Gorges downstream, hasn't changed at 40.37, and the Three Gorges Reservoir is gone, well, it says it's the same, 148.22. No inflow reported, but the outflow is 9,410, which has gone up a little bit. Please note, this does come from Chinese state or the Ministry of Water Resources in China on a non-secure website. It hasn't changed. The webcam is still the same. I did check this morning. That hasn't. It's still showing something completely different to what it should be showing. And the weather actually looks like this. We will be going back to the Three Gorges Dam at the end of the show, but let's go into other news in China. You may remember about a month or 6 weeks ago about no money in the banks, or the banks weren't giving the depositors their money. Now, this is a little bit strange because in China, a lot of people use a digital currency. Like here, if I go into my wallet here, I do have the bank cards, but actually inside my wallet there is completely empty. Why? Because I can do most of my transactions on my mobile phone like that. It's exactly the same in China, but the banks don't do this. It's through companies like WeChat Money and Alipay, like you scan a QR code. But some people do want their money out, and there have been some problems in the banks. Some banks in Henan again. This one is the Bank of Nanjing. And from Inconvenient Truths, you want to go to the ATM to get cash out? Well, have a look at this. So that's the problem, not in all of China, just certain parts of China, especially in Henan. The reason being is that you could say possibly a year or two ago they were giving investors a very good interest rate of maybe 5 or 6% compared to other areas. So these local banks were doing this, and now they've run out of money, and well, they call the police and the people are not very happy. What's happening with COVID? Yes, it's back in China. They were saying 41 cities are on a lockdown, semi-lockdown, or kind of like COVID awareness. Now, people are not really scared of the actual COVID problem. They're scared of the quarantine center, but it's mandatory to do some tests. And you can see here, you want to get the test done in a hurry because the queues are incredibly long, not in all of China, in some parts of China. And you can see here that they're putting up the barricades again. I think this is in Shenzhen, which is very close to Hong Kong. And people want to flee. Now, this is in Chengdu. Chengdu is the capital of Sichuan, very close to Tibet. They say it has a population of 21 million people, and they don't want to go into this kind of situation here when you are in a quarantine center, and sometimes there is no food. What is happening here? You're just locked up like in a prison until you have 2 negative tests when you're free to go. But this is how, and this is what the Chinese government doesn't want you to see. But the power of social media, the power of a virtual private network, when you can jump over the Chinese firewall, is there for you. Let's take a break. Unfortunately, I don't really have any funny breaks for today. I'll be back. And welcome back. The Pickle channel is going really well indeed. 124 subscribers so far and over 100 hours of viewing. So thank you so much for all the people who've taken the time to go over to that channel and have a look at the adorable cat. We will try and do an update every single day of Pickle, and all I would love you to do is take a little bit extra moments of your time, 2 or 3 minutes, by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment below, and you can see the latest of Pickle. Thank you so much for that. And if you do want to donate or in any way, shape or form to the Pickle Fund, you can hit the super thanks here or become a member or even on Patreon, and that money will go to the upkeep of this beautiful kitten as she begins her life. I will get it right. And Tokyo, by the way, is absolutely fine. He's being a very good mummy and he's being a very good daddy as well. Whew. As promised, I did actually say go back to the Three Gorges Dam, and a little bit earlier today I did post a video related to the build of the Three Gorges. Again, the link is in the description below. It feels like advertising today, of some images that you may not have seen of the Three Gorges, of the build, and some of the tunnels and a little bit of inside as well. So have a look at this and I'll be back after this. that brings us to a close on Saturday, the 3rd of September 2022. My name is James. This is the James Neil Cooper channel. As always, thank you for your time. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for your like. Thank you for your share. And thank you for any donations. If you want to support my work, everything is in the links below. I will love you and leave you with a thought for today. And I can't think of any thought for today. Roses are red, violets are blue, I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.